We're back with Lorna Dueck talking about securing the best long-term care in Ontario and Canada. So, Lorna, what should we look for? You've just briefly told us a little bit of your own story of how you shouldn't be looking at the last minute and you should be at least 3 years ahead. And obviously, I'm not sure if that's what you did or even
Yes,
shorter than that.
we did have the ability to, like, we had been warned, told,
Okay.
requested by our, and so, we had a full year to think about, okay, we will next summer, instead of doing our usual summer tour, we're going to tour long-term care homes for all
Now,
of
you did that
August.
together.
We did that. He was still well enough that we could get him
That's
in the car,
wonderful.
and we did it together. And what I think people should look for is environment first.
Mhm.
Like, can you see yourself going there and being proud that your husband or your loved one, your mom, is going to be
Mm.
comfortable there?
Right.
And is the environment such that you can enjoy each other there? Because the whole quality of long-term care depends on, are you, the healthy one, making visits to the vulnerable one? You
Hmm.
so have to be going for visits. And environment really matters. Can you sit in a room and have a private dinner together? Can you
Right.
bring in hamburgers? Can you
Well,
bring
you're
in,
not looking for a facility, you're looking for a home, right?
that's the key word, Julie. You're looking for a home. So environment matters. And there are lots of checks and balances on
Let's talk about
staffing.
some of those checks and balances because that's one of the questions I have. Like when you're doing these visits, did you have a checklist of we're looking for this in the staff, we're looking for this in the type of design or architecture, we're looking for this in activities? Did you have a
Yes,
checklist?
yeah, and the beautiful thing to know about long-term care is that it is legislated that each person in there gets 4 hours of direct care a day. 4
Really?
hours of direct care and
Legislated. That's
legislated, and
great.
half
Okay.
an hour of allied professional help. So you can
What does
be
that mean?
allied
Explain what that means.
professional help is speech therapy,
Okay.
physiotherapy, art therapy, any of those kinds of extra things. That's legislated in each and every home. They have to
That's
meet those
wonderful.
goals, and that's reported on every spring. You hear, how did we do as a province on that? So you know that across the board, we're all getting those 4 hours of direct care a day, and that means
Mm,
help changing, help with, mealtime, help with,
mhm.
any kinds of movement activities, all of the medical cares that you might need, medication dispensing. And so what you wanna look for is the staff happy?
Right.
Is it happy? And we need to encourage people to go into the ministry of long-term care and work on it. We
Absolutely.
need to, like it's a great profession for people who have a helpful attitude,
Mhm.
who want to be engaged with people. It's really, we had great staff in
That,
our
but let's
journey.
just say we, because you were chair, or you are chair of the family council of the village of Tansley Woods Long Term Care. So, like you're saying, these are some of the things that make a home stand out. How did you find
Yeah, well, there were
being chair as well as
130.
also being someone who had someone in
Y
care?
it's a really good balance. There's 130 residents, and this is a beautiful, like I say, there are all kinds of structures put in place to make sure your long-term care works well for your family, and one of them is a family council. Every long-term care
Okay.
home can have a family council. Now, that does mean one of the families has to raise their hand and say, "Yeah, I'll serve on that," and we'll
Okay.
gather.
Okay. So
Yeah,
they really require that. Well, that I would think that's probably a great check and balance too, because
it
then you
is.
feel like you really have input into your
Yeah,
loved one's care,
yeah, and
like
that
have a voice.
Yeah, and the family council is for issues that affect all of the residents,
Okay.
and your individual resident has a care plan. So
Okay.
when you need to, you can,
Hmm.
like, you start with only getting 2 meetings a year on the care plan, and the
Okay.
care plan is everything from, my loved one will have X, Y, Z, and it'll be like this and like that, and we need to have all of these things done. They like to wear these kinds of shirts. They like to do those kinds of activities, these medications, these diet,
Hmm.
but you can adjust that. But you only know if your care plan is working
Right.
if you're coming for visits.
Right.
Yeah, the best long-term care home, Julie, is
Mm.
the one closest to your house as the healthy person,
Good
because
to
you
know.
need to visit. You need to
Good to
be,
know.
it needs to be convenient.
We'll have to take a break there, but that is good to know. We need to visit. Stay with us. We'll be right back.